Okay, how do I adjust aperture and shutter speed in the VSCO app? If I open up the camera app, you can see on the side I've got my options for adjusting the manual controls. Right now ISO is at the top, but actually if I slide that whole bar over, there's two more options. The one right above ISO is shutter speed. So I can move that slider and I can actually make it slower or faster, so those numbers are coming up behind the slider. And if I trust the camera, I can just hit auto. Right now I'm not taking a picture of anything moving, so it's not a huge deal. But if I was taking a picture of something moving, that's where I would adjust shutter speed. If I go back, right below ISO, you see that plus sign. And what the plus sign does is it adjusts where you set your focus. It does not adjust aperture, and hence it does not adjust the depth of field. But you can kind of approximate it by setting your focus on something closer. You can see the stuff in the background is a little bit blurry, or setting your focus a little bit further away. So you can see the background is now a little bit clearer. The foreground is more blurry. With your cell phone, because you can't actually adjust aperture, you sort of have to mimic it while using this focus option, but then you can also force it a little bit more by either backing away. If you back away, more things are in focus. And if you get closer, then you're sort of forcing a shallower depth of field. So if I get real close in, you can see the stuff in the background is starting to blur a little bit, and the stuff in the foreground is nice and clear. So that is aperture and shutter speed in the VSCO app.